Hello guys and welcome back to Theme Park Parents. It is currently 4:10 and we have been in the car for 25 minutes and we are on our way down to Folkestone to get Le Shuttle over to Disneyland.
Welcome to our first ever travel vlog.
So we are all cosy in the car. The kids have got their tablets and their headphones and a snack, of course. We are currently on the M1. It's going to be a long drive, so we are getting Le Shuttle from Folkestone over to Calais at
8:15.
8:15 this evening. We are maybe hoping that we can make up some time and potentially get on the earlier train, but we do have a later one booked. We'll have to see.
So originally you weren't meant to hear from us again until sort of March, April time, but we were
Dan can't help himself.
Essentially, we were planning the trips for the year and was looking at budget and how much I want to fit in. Originally we was going to head over to Disneyland in October half term, but we thought January might actually be really good for crowd levels and cost. There's loads of January sales on. The plan for this weekend is to head down to Disneyland, and we're going to be doing Walt Disney Studios and Disneyland Paris.
I've never done Walt Disney Studios before.
No, we haven't done that park.
So I'm very excited. And we're hoping that crowd levels are going to be a little bit quieter than normal.
Yeah.
Because people are hopefully, fingers crossed, holding off for World of Frozen opening in March this year.
Yeah, so Walt Disney Studios is actually nameless at the minute. It's going to become Disney's Adventure Kingdom from March the 29th. And that's what we originally planned to go over for this year. However, like you say, like Holly says, we might win this time with the crowd levels.
My arm is hurting. I don't know how you do this.
I usually use the selfie stick.
Yeah, I didn't actually think of that.
But yeah, we've managed to get this entire weekend for about £900, and that's driving down instead of taking flights. We're staying off-site and just getting a shuttle bus to and from the park.
Yeah, we're staying in a self-catering accommodation. Is it Apart City Hotels?
Yeah, Stay City Apart Hotels.
Stay City Apart Hotels, and it's just.
And then we've got our tickets from
self-catering.
attractiontickets.com, which is an official supplier.
They were so cheap.
Yeah, so 2 days and 2 parks has cost us £570, I think, which is quite a bit cheaper than buying direct from Disney.
Yeah.
So we're doing this whole weekend on a budget. But yeah, what we thought we'd do with this video is just tell you how we're getting down there, really. We'll show you going through the Channel Tunnel and driving in France, and then we'll give you a quick tour of our Apart hotel, and then over the weekend we'll add a couple more bits to it as well, and like the shuttle bus and then heading back on Sunday night as well. Yeah,
it's like a 10-15 minute shuttle bus from where we're staying.
It's not far at all.
No.
It is a free bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're doing this whole weekend on a budget. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this travel vlog, really.
So we will update you as our journey progresses. I am off to pay for the Dartford crossing. So it's a little bit darker now. It is now 5:37 and we've got a ring light so that you can actually see us. We are on the M25 and we are not at the Dartford crossing just yet. There is a lot of traffic at the moment, unfortunately. The earliest time that we could leave was just after the children finished school, and I couldn't get off work any earlier than 3 o'clock. So we are travelling in rush hour. Rowan is asleep and Eloise has just taken her headphones off and is having a break from her tablet.
So this morning we woke the kids up a little bit early because we set them up, all their luggage and the trolley stuff that we're taking, with the Mickey ears on top of it, with a note saying that we're going to Disneyland. I think their reaction was a little bit underwhelming, but they were tired.
Yeah, I think we literally dragged them straight out of bed and was kind of like, come downstairs, we've got a surprise.
Yeah, we've been
so
digging
yeah,
this
they
up
were
for a
very
couple of weeks. To be
yeah.
fair.
Since we booked it, we told them that we had a surprise, but obviously we wouldn't tell them what the surprise was because defeats the purpose of a surprise.
They were adamant they were going back to Poland.
Yeah, they were very, very excited about going back to Peppa Pig World and kept telling us about all their favourite roller coasters. They are not sad that it is not Polton's that they're going to, though.
Yeah.
We did ask them if they were upset that we weren't going to Peppa Pig World, and they said no. So,
Yeah, so if you're coming from the north, chances are you'll be taking the M25 clockwise, and that will take you over the Dartford Crossing, which is the very large bridge over the Thames. It's an extortionate fee of how much?
oh, I paid a whole £3.50.
Yes, you do have to pay the Dartford Crossing charge, which is nice and cheap compared to most toll roads. When we get over to France, we have a €25 toll to take the A1 down to Disneyland Paris, but it is the quickest road, and we definitely will be doing that considering how late it is.
That's okay, I'll get you a snack in a second, don't worry.
So yeah, we're just stuck in traffic at the minute. We're due to get there about 7ish, so it'll be a quick dash into the terminal, grab some food, go to the toilet, and then get back in the car and on the train, really. Yeah, like I said, we can leave any early. We could have got a later train, but then we'd be getting on towards 3 in the morning by the time we get there. So really,
Yeah, it's going to be a long drive.
yeah, really wanted to try and get the earliest train possible. But yeah, still going ahead. There's a 30-minute delay due to a crash. We've just seen a couple of emergency vehicles.
Yeah,
go by.
we just had to move out the way for a police car, and some people are just so ridiculously stupid that rather than move into one of the many lanes around them to get out of the way of the police car, so the police car could go straight through, it just sat in the middle and slowed down.
As is notoriously known on the M25 for traffic. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll probably speak to you again when we approach the terminal in an hour and a half or so. Yeah.
So the traffic has cleared up. Where was it, headed off into London?
Yeah, just off Junction 1A, just
Yeah.
after the crossing.
So yeah, literally just after the crossing, you can see all the traffic trying to go off. So we are moving at quite. So that is, we're happy about that. Roman is still asleep. Eloise has had a snack and she's put her headphones back on to keep herself entertained. And yeah, so what time do we think we'll be there?
In an hour.
About an hour, so maybe 7:10. So pushing it a little bit, but we kind of thought this would be the case.
The Shuttle, the website states that you should be there about 60 minutes before departure because you don't actually get on the train until about 20-30 minutes before. Generally quite a long queue at passport control normally.
Yeah, it was quite bad last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a while to get through, but
Yeah.
I reckon we'll still be there on time. There should be hopefully no traffic on the way now.
No. Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, it is all smooth sailing from here. I am starting to need the toilet though, so hopefully I can hold on for another hour so that we can go in. Is it Burger King that's there? I might get a Starbucks.
If we've got time, yeah.
Yeah, I might get a coffee. They're a bit slow there though. I wanted to go around WH Smith's as well, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed to. No. Or I could give you my burger order and I can go to WH Smith's. He doesn't look very pleased with me. Yeah, they bring out new books all the time. I do have my book, but it is dark now, so instead I am playing on my Switch to keep myself entertained. Dan has his music. He just said he was going to listen to his audiobook and he's letting the team down. But yeah, doing our best to keep ourselves entertained. Not long now until we have finished the first stretch of our journey.
Okay, so we just got here. The time is 5 to 7. Plenty of time to grab some food as our first call isn't for another half an hour. When you check in, you get one of these just to hang on your wind mirror, and that just ensures that you've checked in and you are all booked to go on. This B5 here will show on the departure board, and that will be a zone as well, because trains they board sort of front to back, so if you're towards the rear you'll board later on. So yeah, we all checked in online, so it's got all of our passenger information and it's all on AMPR. Yeah, so we've got a good time. I'm going to pop into the terminal now, show you a bit around, and we'll go and grab some food.
And you sound very, very bunged up. I'm playing my Switch, I'm keeping myself entertained, but yeah, you sound poorly still.
I am a little bit under the weather, which is unfortunate because this always happens just before we go to a theme park, like when I broke my foot.
Yeah, you don't have much luck.
No.
Poor baby. I think the kids want their burgers.
Yep.
I don't want one.
You want chicken nuggets?
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Let's go get some food. We have opted for a Burger King. It was £34 for 4 meals. Yeah. And we're right in front of the departure screen. So we are B5 on the 2016 departure, and you'll see it will call for them to come forward at a certain time. You just got to wait for the screens to rotate round. They go throughout the night though, plenty of trains, one every hour, and it's pretty dead in the terminal tonight, so hopefully passport control will be nice and swift. We're due to have our call about 20 to 8. There we are, call imminent for B1, call in 14 minutes for us. Hey Holly, show us your nails.
Oh, it doesn't work anymore now that we've got paper straws. My nails are Disney.
Ah yes. How long did that take you to do?
We don't talk about how long it took me to do.
How did you hide your nails?
Magic is how I hid my nails.
How did you discover us?
I just didn't let you look at them.
So this isn't our first time at Disneyland Paris, is it, dear?
No, it is not. The kids, we went for
Day trip.
a day trip when
Yeah.
we went to Christmas markets in Paris in 2023. We don't talk about that trip.
It wasn't great.
It was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
It was cold. The kids were a little bit too young to really take it all in and enjoy it.
They didn't want to walk
They didn't wanna
anywhere.
walk
It was
anywhere.
absolutely packed.
Yeah, but it was just...
Yeah, it wasn't the best trip. I think we got on about 5 or 6 rides all day. We was a bit miserable after all that, so we left a bit early.
Yeah, and it was before they brought in the online booking system, like the online virtual queues for like the Princess Pavilion and the meet and greets and stuff. So there was like 2.5 3 hour queues for the Princess Pavilion alone.
Yeah.
And I know that that's normal for Disneyland, but we didn't have time to queue for anything. We were only there for one day, but hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully this
tomorrow-
will be a better trip, I think.
You got your fingers crossed too.
Yeah.
You want to meet Mickey Mouse, don't you?
We're about 10 minutes away from getting on our train, and then we should be heading straight out there. Right, time to head back to the car as we've just been called. Fortunately, the British and French border patrol is done this side, so on the other end we just drive off the train and into France. No delays. This does of course make for some long queues this side. Last time I think it took about 45 minutes to get through, but hopefully with this time of night and it being as quiet as it is, should be a nice and swift process. Very,
Car park is so
yeah, it's
quiet.
pretty quiet in the car park to be fair.
It's probably going to be really windy.
Bit chilly outside.
Yeah.
Where's my jacket?
Round your waist.
Ah, these kids. Yeah.
We're going to get in the car and we'll be warm and toasty.
So
It's probably a little bit late for me to be drinking a coffee, but...
well, I've got another 3.5 hour drive ahead of us.
This is why
And I'm going to need you up with me for company.
Well, I felt like I was falling asleep when I was reading my book. That's why I put it down. 1 minute, my friend. That's why I put my book down and started playing my Switch, because I genuinely thought I was going to fall asleep and I would have hated myself if I did that to you.
Yeah. Right, let's go.
So we have just gone through passport control. Obviously, we are not allowed to film there. But yeah, we have just gone through 3 checks and they're that vigorous that they made us pull the window down, asked, do you have any weapons? To which we said no, of course. And they just went, all right, that lane. Done. So easy. I do think that the Shuttle is so hassle-free, and would highly recommend using it if you don't mind a slightly longer journey. But even then...
You mean short?
No, slightly longer journey with driving and stuff, as opposed to flying. Yeah.
As opposed to the ferry.
No, I mean the ferry is long, but at least you can stretch your legs a little bit more. But we're not going on the ferry. No, we went last time we came to France. We did indeed go on the ferry on the way back. But yes, we are heading to the train now.
You want to take a time lapse of going on?
Mummy, is that what?
So this is the inside of the carriage, and these doors will fold across when the one section is full, so you can get between carriages. That is also a small toilet that runs alongside the carriage as well, so if you do need to go, you can. It's also a good opportunity when you're in here to put on the UK stickers and the headlight deflectors as well. I got this one just off Amazon for £3. You can reuse them, but I just prefer to buy a new one each time so it stays on properly. The only other thing you need to do as well is have a warning triangle, legal requirement if you're driving in France. You can stay with your vehicle or you can wander around the carriage, but there's not really much to do in here, to be fair.
An incident be detected in your carriage, the following alarm will sound.
Not the best video, and the announcements are currently
Followed
playing,
by an
but
evacuation
we are setting off.
announcement. On hearing the alarm signal,
So about 10 minutes in, your ears do pop a lot. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but that is just one of the things that happens when you're in a high pressurised tunnel, I suppose. So with Le Shuttle, we managed to get the return journey to and from Calais for £160, £80 each way. That's pretty good, to be fair. They had a January sale of about 20% off. The ferry tends to be a lot cheaper, but this is just so much quicker, and it tends to be a lot quieter as well. When we went to Calais back in December, we paid £135 just for the one journey, so very good price this time of year. So January, again, really cheap for coming over here. Takes about 35 minutes to get over there, and like you say, stop for about 5 minutes as they open the doors, and then it's just straight off and into France. We've got about a 3 and 3/4 hour drive down to Disneyland. There should be some toll roads on the way as well, which is a bit of a faff, but again, we are doing this on a budget, so it's a lot cheaper than having to fly, pay for airport parking, and then also using Paris's public transport as well. Again, sorry for the low quality. Just arrived into France. Got about another 5 minutes before we arrive at the terminal, and then we should be swiftly off on our travels down to Disney. Well, we literally stopped for about a couple of minutes and we're already disembarking, so that's nice and efficient there. On our way to Disneyland now.
I think the kids are getting a little bit aggy being in the car, but we're
Yeah,
hoping they're going to...
do have a long drive ahead of us still.
Disney.
Disney! Yeah, we're hoping they're going to sleep for a bit, because now that they've had something to eat, they are very much...
Holly's still going to abandon me.
I'm literally having a conversation with you right now, stop reacting.
Well, good morning and welcome to the outskirts of Paris. We arrived late last night, around 10 to 1, so it was a solid 3-hour drive all the way from Calais, down the French toll roads, all the way into this area in Disneyland. We're just outside of the Orbital Road, and we are at the Stay City Apart Hotels near Disneyland. Paid €147 for 2 nights here, which I think isn't too bad considering all the amenities and facilities that we have. The reception's well stocked as well. They've got a self-serve shop and 24-hour reception. Got a couple of games over there. They've got the restaurant as well. It was pretty extortionate for the breakfast, so we didn't go for that. We're just going to self-snack and because we're self-catering, we've got the fridge, got the hob, got cupboards, crockery, cutlery, everything. So we are trying to do this as much on a budget as possible. So I just had the most horrendous shower of my life. It was, you pretty much set the tap to a temperature, but then it was consistently flickering between freezing and scorching. So I just had to sort of time it well. We did let reception know, and they said they're going to send a technician out, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to fix it. Hopefully though, because one of the things I do like to do is wake up to a shower. So that was a bit, not great. Eloise is currently eating her breakfast. Rowan's still asleep. Originally was going to try and rush down to get the rope drop opening of Walt Disney Studios, but I think because of the late night we had last night and the fact that Walt Disney Studios only has about 6 or 7 attractions that we really want to get on, we can take today a little bit easier. We should be able to get on everything. The main thing, of course, is Crush's Coaster. That's always going to have a long queue regardless. Holly is currently getting ready. She'll probably hate that I'm going to show her. We slept okay, to be fair. I didn't have a great amount of sleep, maybe 2 or 3 hours in the end. I've been up since quite early on. Holly slept a little bit better. The bed's a decent size, to be fair. I think it's 2 singles pulled together. Yeah, it's quite a solid mattress. The pillows are nice though. Kids have got 2 pull-out beds from mini sofas, so that's quite nice. You okay? And then we've got a pretty nice, modern, clean bathroom as well. Bad place, other than the fact the shower's absolutely horrendous. But there's our bed, and then we've got the table, and then kitchen, which is full of snacks, bit of a mess. And most importantly, the trolley, which we're going to stick the kids in so they don't have to walk. Because there is a lot of walking around Disneyland and I'm not dealing with the complaining. So yeah, I'm not going to do too much more of this travel vlog really, because it's literally just going to be a shuttle bus to and from the park and then driving home tomorrow night. I'm going to have separate vlogs from Walt Disney Studios and Disneyland Parks, which are going to be completely separate to this. So yeah, what we'll do is I'll just talk about the shuttle bus when we get on there, and then next time you hear from us on this travel vlog will probably be either tonight when we head back from the park or tomorrow when we drive home. Well, we're here, finally.
It's very, very cold.
Nice 10-minute bus journey and we're outside now. Going to head over to Walt Disney Studios.
Coffee. My hands are cold.
Bless. Just need to remember the bus stop. Yes. Right, we'll leave this vlog here and we'll continue when we continue travelling, which will be later tonight. Well, just had a very, very long day at Disneyland Paris. Time now is 25 to 11, and I've just finished watching the light show and the fireworks spectacular at the end of the day. Holly and the kids decided to call it a bit early, so they went back to the hotel. So I'm just going to head back there. Now with the buses, they run until 10 past 11. That's the last one back from the park to Stay City Apartments. It varies depending on when the park closes. So I have a few options. I could have got one at 20 to 11, but I just thought I'd let the crowds die out a bit first, because it was an absolute stampede of people trying to get out of the park as soon as the fireworks display finished. So yeah, I thought I'd do it a little bit more organised and less chaotic. So I'm just going to stroll casually over to the bus stop now, which is clearly marked with what bus I need to catch. Oh look, there's Mickey. And yeah, it's only about a 10-15 minute bus journey, and I'm back at the apartment then. Got a little bit of packing to do as we got to check out tomorrow morning, and then back on the shuttle bus over to the park before a long drive home. On to day 3 of our Disney trip, and slight issue with the bus on the way there. But we're on the way again with a later bus as we had a bit of a lie-in. Yeah, the kids didn't get in till about 10 last night, and I didn't get in till about 11, so yeah. So we definitely needed a long sleep. On the way again though. Well, just finished our second day over at Disneyland, and we didn't get on much today, but we did everything we wanted to. Back on the bus now for the journey home. This bus leaves at 20 to 6, it's about 15 minutes. Want to be over in Calais for about 10 to 10. So we've got a good bit of leeway there in case we hit any traffic. But yeah, it's been a bit rainy today, so the kids have got their rain cover on the trolley. It's nice and snug in there. And I think Holly is about ready to throw in the towel and go to bed. Okay, so basically we've had a 3-hour drive up to Calais, and all of the trains have been delayed by whatever reason. So they're just calling every car through to proceed to the border control in hopes that they'll fill up every train to its max capacity and get people on trains as and when they can. We're not due until 10 to 11. Time now is 10 o'clock, but the 20 past 10 train, they said, might not get out until 20 to 2. So I'm unsure exactly what we're going to be doing from here, but we're just going to proceed to the border control and then take it by ear. Well, every other car in the terminal has also proceeded to border control, so we've got a bit of a wait here. But like I say, if it just means we get on a train as and when, then I'm all for it. I think I may have had an influencing effect actually, because I came into the child's area. I came into the child's area where the kids were playing and pretty much announced what we should do, and everyone just vacated and sprinted here, to be fair. Holly's got herself a coffee.
It's
not a coffee, sorry.
It's a chai tea latte. I am freezing. I've had my hand warmers the whole journey pretty much because I've been so cold.
Holly has poor circulation.
Apparently so.
I've been at a nice temperature, to be fair, so have the children.
But by the time we got out to the car after I got my drink, the car park had emptied. So clearly we were very late to the party.
Yeah, we'll see how long we wait for this, but they are just putting on a train and they're going to fill it to the max every train that goes out, so hopefully they can get a few more cars out that way. We'll just get on
it's already bumper to bumper, so I don't know how they can physically fit more cars on.
Well, it'll be the ones that were half booked or anything. But yeah, we'll see how long we wait, and hopefully we get home at some point tonight, because the kids are due to have school, Holly's due to have work, and I'm due to have a nice lay-in.
Were you?
It's the benefits of working nights.
I will not have any kind of lay-in at all.
So we'll get back to them.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sleep.
So this is our current situation. There's been a power cut at the Channel terminal over in Calais, and it has just suspended every single service. We all got told to proceed through to border by the customer services over at the terminal building, and we have been stuck here for about 3 hours now and counting. Originally our train was supposed to leave at 20 to 2. That time came and went. Children have been asleep in their car seats for about 3 hours now. It's not good for them. Some of the staff have set up a snack bar over the other side, just handing out some refreshments to those that are waiting. We haven't really had much communication from the staff of the tunnel, and we've had to approach them to find out what's going on, but they have no idea what time the train's coming. No idea when we can get home. Kids won't be going to school in the morning, and Holly definitely won't be going to work either. It's a bit of a mess really. So at the minute we are just still waiting. I'm very low on fuel, so I can't even run the car too much to warm it up. And we're just pretty drained, to be fair, so I have no idea what time we are going to get home. Fortunately, we can be reimbursed for this journey with a voucher for future use. It doesn't really compensate the fact that we're stuck in a car for 3-4 hours with no communication. It could be another 3-4 hours before we even get home. We've still got another 3-hour journey back to the Midlands from Folkestone when we get down there. When we get home. So it's going to be a very long night indeed. It's not too bad in terms of temperature. It's about 7 degrees outside, so it's manageable. Fortunately, it isn't freezing. So we'll give you an update as and when we get an update, really. Well, we did have a bit of progress. About 5 minutes ago, all of these lampposts came back on, so presumably they have some power restored to the site. But we are still without any updates, and none of the traffic lights ahead are working with the directional arrows which tell you which lanes are and aren't open. just having a chat with some of the people that have been stuck here. Got some guys from Border Patrol over in Dunkirk. They'd just done their 12-hour shift and were hoping to get home for their time off, so that's pretty unfortunate. A couple of old folks as well on holiday for the weekend. Met another guy actually that I saw over at Disneyland earlier. I think he was in the queue for Crush's coaster. So yeah, I recognised him by the Disney jacket I saw. And yeah, just everyone's just a bit drained really. Hopefully it's not too long. I can just see a couple of vehicles heading outwards, out the way that you get off the shuttle out towards Calais, so that's promising. Eloise and Rome have had to take their car seats out. I've got one sitting down here at the minute because the boot's full. I haven't got any room to put it, so they're just sitting in the back, lying down next to each other on a blanket. Holly's having a read. We've both got a little bit of sleep, but nothing decent to be fair. So yeah, we'll just wait for the next bit of progress now. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning and we are finally on a train.
Well, local time is 5 AM, 10 past 5.
Is it?
Yeah. 4 o'clock at home.
Oh, 5 o'clock in the morning and we're finally on a train. Got woken up by a man knocking on the window, letting us know we're moving. Yeah, Holly's still really happy.
I'm so tired.
Let's hope we can get moving pretty quickly and get straight off, because we do have a long drive ahead of us. Well folks, we are finally on the move. I think we're going to conclude this travel vlog here. It's
bedtime!
Yeah. It's been a long weekend, but we've half enjoyed it, I guess.
It was alright until we found out there was delays.
Yeah, it's just been a good experience of driving down to Disneyland though, for the first time, and driving a bit more in Europe, because I've not really done it other than the Calais trip we took in December. Excluding the delay, it's gone pretty smoothly to be fair. Can't really fault anything. We got down to Disneyland in good time on the Friday night, and we had not really too many issues with the hotel or the shuttle bus, other than the water.
You even sound tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back again in spring when we visit another theme park, I'm sure. And yeah, we'll see you again then. Hope you enjoy the ride, and we will see you again. Bye bye.